Poisonous, corrosive, flammable. Just some of the warning labels posted on hundreds of train cars that roll through the Mid-South every day. You know, train tracks cut through many of our Memphis neighborhoods, obviously sometimes just feet away from someone's home, often near some of the busiest roads in our area.
Only 500 feet away from where we're standing tonight, Fox 13 is committed to keeping you safe. Tonight, Fox 13 investigator Dakari Turner exposes the potentially dangerous cargo you may have never heard of in this exclusive Fox 13 investigation.
Station 22, any available fire report to the station. You're being requested mutually to East Palestine. Need for a train on fire. Active fire on the Norfolk Southern line. They're requesting ladder 1.
Just FYI, you'll be dealing with a train derailment. Make sure all your guys are packed. We don't know what's on these cars.
Thick, black smoke pours from a burning train. This nightmare scenario became reality in rural Ohio just a few months ago. Hundreds of people were forced from their homes.
People were getting sick. We should not have been let back into town until all of this was done.
The train was loaded with a toxic chemical called vinyl chloride. It's one of thousands of chemicals being carried across the country by rail every day. Memphis is among only a handful of cities with 5 Class 1 freight railroads operating. Those rail lines cross through several neighborhoods next to major roads and sometimes just a few feet from people's homes. Fox 13 Investigates staked out trains right here in Memphis to find out exactly what's rolling through our neighborhoods. These placards identify hazardous material in rail cars just like they do on 18-wheelers. This tanker full of sodium hydroxide, you probably know it as lye. It's corrosive. Another one full of chlorine. It's poisonous if inhaled and also corrosive. One of these tankers can hold up to 30,000 gallons. Neighbors we talked to were surprised to learn about the dangerous chemicals we spotted.
Where are these people that are making these decisions to do these things? They're not asking us.
Cars like this one, full of ethylene oxide. Fox 13 Investigates exposed the dangers of this potential cancer-causing chemical in our Contaminated Community series. The poisonous and flammable gas is used to sterilize medical equipment. And then there's this, tankers loaded with ammonium nitrate. It's a fertilizer that can be used to make a bomb like the one that destroyed the Oklahoma City Federal Building.
What if I told you about ammonium nitrate going by?
And that's extremely dangerous. It's extremely dangerous.
Tankers full of these chemicals are hauled across Memphis, the Mid-South, and the country safely every day. But derailments happen more than you may realize. Fox 13 Investigates found 991 train derailments last year alone. According to federal reports, that's nearly 3 every day. The majority involve only a few cars and no injuries like this one in Mason, Tennessee, just up the road from Memphis this past May. But then there are these disasters involving hazardous materials, something people here are concerned about after watching what happened in Ohio.
I have, because of other incidences where trains have had chemicals on them that spill and demolished areas of the country. But here, it just never really sort of dawned on me.
When there is derailment involving hazmat, first responders rush to the scene not knowing what they'll find or what may be leaking into the community.
First responders use this emergency response guide, which gives information about the kinds of hazardous material that may be transported through this area.
So that kind of gives you a playbook of how to respond.
Absolutely.
This guide, published by the government, covers a variety of scenarios, which chemicals react to water or may explode, and when to order evacuations.
Are you confident in the ability for all these agencies to respond to such a situation?
I'm confident. We have great first responders here in Memphis.
But knowing what you know, would you feel safe living next to tracks here in Memphis?
Yes.
There are thousands of safety regulations for trains. Everything from construction of cars to inspections of the rails to the order of train cars carrying hazardous materials.
Rail is by far the safest way to move goods on land, especially hazardous materials. And 2022 saw the lowest rate of hazmat incidents in the entire industry's history.
The head of an industry group defended the rail safety record during a congressional hearing in March. He told Congress more than 40% of trains contain at least one hazmat car. The head of the National Transportation Safety Board testifying more needs to be done to protect families and first responders during accidents.
People deserve to know what chemicals are moving through their communities and how to stay safe in an emergency. That includes responders who risk their lives for each of us every single day. They deserve to be prepared.
For the thousands of people who live, work, play, eat, and sleep near the tracks, they're keeping a close watch on what's passing through their neighborhoods.
But yes, there's a possibility that there could be spills, as well as, I don't want to say the other word, but I mean, wherever there are chemicals, you can have spillages and sabotage. So it still concerns me about the community.
It's dangerous and make me feel like nervous. Really, I should really be nervous because you never know when an incident will happen. Be any day.
Dakari Turner, Fox 13 Investigates.